Welcome back to the Loveland Report and the Loner Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland alongside Bruce Woodburn, the Loner Ranger, giving you all of your real estate news, your mortgage news. Is there a bubble bursting? What's going on with inventory? How do you sell a house in this market? How do you I just noticed all those pictures you put up on the wall. That's nice.
Yeah.
Didn't see that. It's really good. Anyway, we're live here in the Lone Ranger Studios and talking about what's happening in this market. Real quick, I want to get some listings out of the way. This is what's really interesting. The builders, they are slowing down. They don't have waiting lists of 30, 40 people. So I've got a great new development. It's D.R. Horton in Oakland, right on the edge of Orange County and Lake County. I think the subdivision actually straddles both counties. But starting in the fives, and this is a gorgeous community, right on the shores of Lake Apopka. This is the one that comes along, and just that location is just, it's like, I can't believe they found land there. I didn't know there was anything left because it's getting so densely populated out there with Horizons West and everything. And they found a great piece of land, homes starting in the fives, and the lakefronts will go up to $1.5 million. And when I talk about resale value, that's something there. When you have neighbors worth $700,000, $800,000, $900,000, and you squeeze into a neighborhood that your resale value is much better than if you bought the $500,000 house in the main $400,000 neighborhood. So great location on that one. And then I've got a house in Apopka. Also, 5 bedrooms plus a den plus a study, 3.5 baths for $565,000. And this one is getting, just master bedrooms downstairs, lots of upgrades from the builder. It was a Meritage home, beautiful neighborhood on the edge of Apopka, right near the 429. All that extension. Apopka is probably the last.
Super popular.
It's the last land left in Orlando. That
there's
corridor,
a bunch of communities going up there right now.
Between Orange County and Lake County there, that's the last bit of land left along the 429. And it is just, this is
it's a great location.
It is.
You can get anywhere from there.
And this house new would be about $600,000, and we're at $565,000. So great house, don't have to wait. Fenced in yard, vinyl fencing, great neighborhood. And just give me a call if you'd like to take a look at those at 407-352-8118. Be happy to help you with that. If you have any questions about getting your house on the market, I'm getting more calls, Bruce. The inventory jumped way up.
Yes, it did.
So what happens is when people aren't marketed right. I went by a house the other day, and literally I looked around, and we're going to raise the price $10,000.
Okay.
I'm going to have the owner spend about $2,000 on the yard and pressure washing and staging, and that house will sell. I'll sell that with multiple offers. I kind of could look at the pictures before I went, but what's happening is that people aren't getting the right marketing advice, the right staging advice, and sometimes the right market position. This is when I can actually raise the price. It's not always about lowering the price, because we were just talking about that real quick. The national headline is everybody's dropping their price. Well, that's because sellers are kind of a little bit greedy sometimes.
So I want to talk to you about that. Okay. And you know what? I'll tell you what, I think we should talk about it in our next segment, because I think it deserves our listeners to understand the difference, because what we're hearing on the big news is that the housing prices are dropping, right?
Yep.
But what's really happening is sellers are lowering their price. There's a difference in the housing market dropping and sellers lowering their price. Now, we know that some of the houses are coming down a little bit in value, but I think most of that, in my opinion, is that sellers aren't as greedy. They're not getting $20,000 over ask price.
I'm still getting multiple offers on my listings.
I know you are.
And that's about market position when you come on and looking right.
And I have to tell you, I really thought that was going to slow down a lot, and it's not slowing down as much as I thought.
And the prices I'm getting are records. They are a little higher than the last sale. They're not 10% higher.
Right.
They may be 0.5% or 1% higher, but they are more. The buyers will pay you. But you've got less buyers out there. The demand was so strong for so long, it's faded a little bit. You've got people, the qualifications, the interest rates, they're a little scared of that. But even though we talk about it, they're marrying the house, not the rate. They're dating
you
the
marry
rate.
the house, you date the rate.
Date the rate. So people, if you have any questions on this, anything about real estate, buying, selling, or managing property, call me at 407-352-8118.
Or you can call the Loner Ranger. Get yourself pre-qualified right now. Make sure you get the best possible interest rate for the best possible program. You can reach me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or go directly to my website at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Cleve and I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Loner Ranger radio show. We're going to talk a little bit more about how to benefit in this market, because I think it's a buying opportunity. Stay tuned.